Dvalin, give me my hat back.
Ugh. Listener, don't just watch. Help me. Wait. Are you laughing? What's wrong? You're not laughing anymore now that I have you pinned to the tree. Ever since this dragon hatched, I've barely had any time with you. Or the people of Mondstadt. It's not easy being a single dad. What? You want to help? Aren't you, super busy with commissions? Really? Well, thank you so much. Did you just crash land on my head? Dvalin, I thought you learned how to land properly already. Don't nuzzle up to me. I'm supposed to be mad. Fine. You're too cute to stay mad at. But it's getting quite late. Help me put him to bed, okay? Oh, it's not hard. After he's fed, he'll become sleepy. Besides that, you have a great reading voice. You can help me read him to sleep. Don't worry, he loves you. See? The only reason he came back is because you're here. Okay, Dvalin, hop on Listener's shoulder, okay? Ever since he learned to fly, he hasn't been going to sleep very easy. I guess for a baby dragon, learning to fly has to be one of the greatest things. As of right now, stealing my hat and flying around in places I can't reach him, that's his favorite game. However, in order to get him to go to sleep, we have to go fishing and feed him. That being said, do you know how to fish, Traveler? If I'm being honest, I suck at it. Usually I get Giraffe to help me with fishing, but with you here... Dvalin! Get off my face! Listener, don't just stand there, get him off! Dvalin! Just how sharp are your claws getting? Oh, my face. Okay. I think I'm good. Thanks, listener. Believe it or not, I think having a human child would have been an easier fate for me. Who would I have kids with? Probably you. Anyways, let's get him to sleep. Come on, Dvalin. Don't make me tie your wings down again. Okay, well, you find a fish, and I'll find a nest. Okay, Dvalin, eat up. Archons, I pray to you. Please make this goddamn brat sleep tonight. Good job, Dvalin. Now will you go to sleep? Good boy, Dvalin. Here, I made a nice nest for you. See? It's sheltered and safe and close to Mondstadt. Don't you want to go in? Come on. There you go. Good boy, Dvalin. Hey, listener, can you pass me that book? Thanks. Come sit beside me, okay? We're gonna read him a story. Okay, this one's called The Dragon Who Couldn't Puff. Once upon a time, there was a little dragon, and he was the sweetest little dragon you ever saw. He was just the size of your thumb, no larger. He looked as though he'd been cut from gleaming green crystal. He had pearly scales and a backbone of purple pointed spikes. His teeth were white and sharp. He was a lovely little specimen. His name was Dvalin. Dvalin lived in somebody's pencil case. He was a variety of house dragon. Perhaps you've never heard of house dragons. Not many people know about them, but they live in all sorts of places and all sorts of houses, and are really quite common. And they snuggle down in fruit bowls and flower vases, and at the back of bathroom drawers. They are invisible in the day and only come out at night when the moon is 3/4 full, and it's summertime. All the rest of the time, being very lazy and comfortable little creatures, they like to spend sleeping whiskery, plump, chocolatey dreams of shiny quartz, tinkling stars, and zippy little motor cars. But this story happened one of those summer times when the moon was 3/4 full and Dvalin was wide awake. The little dragon had slept well the last 9 months of the year and was in the mood to do something fun. He saw that all the bigger house dragons were extremely good at puffing fire and decided that he too would like to learn to puff like they did. Dvalin's mother, Fairadale, was making herself a cup of hot chocolate in a bottle lid. She blew hot little puffs that made the mug glow. Dvalin thought how nice it would be to make himself a hot chocolate. He curled up beside her and watched her for a while. He thought it looked easy enough. So when she flitted out to nibble the insects on the basil bushes, leaving the steaming mug on the windowsill, Dvalin leaned forward and gave an experimental puff of his own. But nothing happened. Not a thing. He blew harder. A big blue flame burst out of his mouth and both nostrils. Oh no, his eyebrows caught on fire. Dvalin's older sister, Mollymook, fell over her snout, laughing. She had been watching from the dog bowl. Dvalin blushed a deep shade of green. He flew into the kitchen and hid in the fridge for a while, putting his face into a jug of cream to cool it down. Eventually, there was a squeaking sound, and his mother poked her lovely little blue face through the refrigerator seal. "What are you doing in here?" she asked him. "And why is your face all white?" Dvalin was ashamed and didn't want to talk about it, but Mollymook had told her everything. "Don't be worried about what your sister says," said Dvalin's mother. "Do you know what happened when Mollymook tried to blow fire the first time? She made a very rude noise. Everybody thought it was Grandpa." Dvalin giggled. "But how do you puff?" he asked. "Well," said his mother, "you twist your lips up like this and you imagine you're about to sing the first note of Happy Birthday. And you just kind of breathe out and trust that it will happen." Dvalin tried. Nothing happened. "I don't want to do it anyway," he said. "Don't give up," said his mother. "If you give up, you know for sure that you'll never do it." Dvalin scowled. He didn't want to hear that. He had decided he wouldn't practice, and he wouldn't. And so he didn't. And for all that time, he was a dragon without a puff. Look, listener, he's already asleep. Thanks so much for helping me. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of sleepy too. Hey, listener. You don't mind if I rest my head on your shoulder for a while, do you? Thank you. I didn't know you brought a blanket to wrap around me. Well, if you want, we can just share it. Like a sleepover.